What's up everyone? In this tutorial I'm going to show you all about SEO. Now I'm not an expert on this, I'm just going to show you guys what I do, but if you really want to get into this, there's a lot of courses out there or even just looking up things yourself so you can master SEO yourself. So I'm already in the editing portion of my web builder, so I'm in the page that I'm going to show you guys how to do. So let's go ahead and get started. So for mine, I go to this little gear setting, view page settings, and this brings me to the SEO web page. So I'm going to point out a few major things that you guys want to include when you're doing your SEO for each of your pages, as well as your website as a whole. The first thing I'm going to point out is that your page URL, you want to make sure that has keywords in it. So for this one, this web page is all about how much you should charge as an influencer. So in the title or in the URL, that's what I'm going to include. So we'll just do something like that. And then I always do these little dashes in here. I honestly don't know why, that's just how I see it. I assume because you can't do spaces and you don't want it to just lump it all together. Alright, so for the SEO title, page title, as well as the description, you want to make sure you're including keywords. And when you think about keywords that you want to use, you want to start out with the what, who, how, and why. So for example, if you have a gardening blog, you want to find and write content for what people are searching for when it comes to gardening from home. So you want to ask what types of gardening are people searching for? Who is searching for these types of gardening info? How are people searching for the gardening info? What words are they using? What questions do they ask? And why are they looking for this gardening info? So in your page description, you want to kind of think about it like, if you were searching for this, what would you search for? So in the page description, I'm going to say, have you ever wondered Alright, so for this, if I were someone looking for how to set my prices as an influencer, I think in Google I would type in how to set your price as an influencer. So that's why I wanted to make sure I included that in my page description. I also have rates in there, just to use another word that people might use, how to set your rates as an influencer. And then you want to kind of do the same for your page title. So for my page title, I'm going to do So for this one, I wanted to use content creator as well, just because that's something other people would search for if they don't want to use the word influencer. Alright, next we want to go to social. So I always want to make sure that I include an image, just because when you link the page somewhere, it's going to look a lot nicer to have like an image that goes with it if it's just like your website. I don't know, I just think it looks a lot nicer and people can see right away what your page is about. So let me search for... I made all of these on Canva, by the way, and I use them for my Pinterest as well. Alright, and that's going to load here in a second. And then the social page title, you can make this different, or you can just make it the same. But for my page descriptions, some of them I keep the same and some of them I have different. I'll just show you guys an example of what I would do if I were going to make this different from my SEO page. Yeah, so that's just something I want to do to have it a little different. This is just what's going to show up when you link your page somewhere, when you drop your page, which I highly recommend doing in your Instagram or in your Facebook groups. I do this a lot, and I get a lot of traffic from Facebook just by dropping my blogs and telling people what they're about. Okay, yeah, so that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I will see you in the next one.